A small altar lies on the outskirts of Bulgar. This ancient temple, sacred to the people of Sakai, has long been known for its powerful bond to the world of spirits. Before starting their journey, our travelers come here to pray for their well-being. At this altar, Lin's hand is directed to a grand inheritance. Chapter 2: Sword of Spirits. Mark, hold a moment and allow me a short detour. There is a sacred sword enshrined in an altar east of here. The people of Sakai go there to pray for safety at the onset of a long journey. Oh, how quaint! The teachings of Emblem have the most followers in Alib. I think that's how that's pronounced. It is nice to see that here at least, the ancient customs are still observed. Old man, stay where you are and hold your tongue! Threaten me as you will, but I will not give up the Katti. The Katti is a sacred blade under divine protection. It cannot be removed from its place of rest. You're a fool, old man. What's good a sword if you don't use it? Use it? In combat? Sacrilege! Sacrilege? I am Glass, the gods fear my name. My swordplay is peerless. And if I want this sword, then this sword I shall have. Now, get out of my way. Oof! This is it. It's more magnificent than I'd imagined. This sword was made for a swordsman of my skill. What's this? I can't draw the sword from its scabbard? The spirits of the blade have judged you. You have been found wanting. They have rejected you. What? Listen, you senile old fool. If you value your own life, you'll get out of my sight. Curses! Miserable spirits! I care nothing for you. I'll tear this altar down stone by stone. I beg your pardon, milady. Are you headed east to the altar? Yes, we are indeed. Then you must hurry and help the priest there. I saw a band of local ruffians head in there not long ago. They seemed intent on stealing the altar's sacred sword. The Katti. They're going to steal it? I cannot allow this to happen. You look like a virtuous group. Please, help him. Lindis, what are you planning? If you hope to go to the priest's aid, you need to prepare. You're right. Say, Mark, there are some homes to the south of us. Perhaps we should go there and question the residents. And here we go, this is another element. You see those houses right there? Usually you can put one of your units on top of them, and you can speak to the residents there. They usually have some pretty good stuff, be it with actual items or information. Shall I take the lead? Alright. Tell me what you would like me to do, Mark. Okay, so what I believe the game wants us to do is go, down to this house, and see what's going on here. Say, aren't you the... Oh, you're going to help the priest. Well, perhaps you could benefit from something I saw earlier. The bandits may have the main entrance guarded. However, one of the altar's walls is cracked and in poor repair. You might be able to create another entrance by hitting that section with your weapons. We're all counting on you. And indeed, we can see there's a crack in the wall over there. Next, it's insane to visit another home. Yep, so we'll go ahead and, I guess, visit all three homes of these guys. But if you see right here, that is the crack in the wall right there. That'll be important for later. But I'll go ahead and send you all the way down here, Sane. Oh, it wants me to go to that house, okay. I guess it makes sense. You are further away from that furthest house, I guess. Mountains make it more difficult to be hit, but they're difficult to traverse. If you're riding on horseback, you can't cross them at all. Be careful. Ah! That's an interesting little tidbit there, old man. Oh, and we can move Sane again because of Kanto. And now it is going to be Kent's turn. The last remaining house. Now, we don't have to do this, but again, you usually get some good stuff if you do. Let's head on over here. Maybe we'll get an item this time. Do you know much about the sword held at the altar? It's called the Mani Katti, blessed by the spirits. According to the priest, the Mani Katti is waiting for its rightful owner to appear. It's so odd, don't you think? The idea that a sword can choose who will wield it. Yeah, well, not too useful, but it's something. It looks like one of those enemies has us in his sight. So like the old man said, Sane and Kent are not going to be able to get past those mountains down there, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. Fortresses offer more protection than woods do. Fighting from a space in a fortress is beneficial. So not only do we get a defensive boost, I believe, we also recover a little bit of HP every single time we stay on top of a fortress. So you can stay right there and actually heal yourself, which is exactly what I'm going to do with Sane here. Going to put him on top of that. It's a large defensive boost and will heal a lot. So like I was saying, these mountains down here, Sane and Kent won't be able to get past them, so their only way of getting inside the sanctuary is going to be through that wall right there. Lynn can go through the mountains, though. Although it takes a while for her to get through them, I gotta say. Let's go ahead and see what the range of this guy is gonna be. If I open that up, you can see where he can move. And since I want him to actually attack Sane, because Sane could use the experience, I want to make sure that I don't move my other units within his attack range to guarantee that he actually attacks Sane. So it's a good idea to always bring up the range of your enemies so I can get the defensive buff from the fortress for sure, because he'll attack in the right direction. There we go, a whopping 11 damage. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Looks like these guys are coming over the mountain, so that's pretty good. This chapter's goal is to seize the throne. Yeah, so we just beat the boss, and then we will seize the throne. It's telling us that, pretty much he has a sword, so you should probably use a lance. It's just the good old weapon triangle yet again. Alright, so this guy's range is right there. I would like for him to attack us whenever I'm on top of a bush. Looks like that is not going to be possible, though, unfortunately, so at least I can have it on even ground. Or maybe I want Lynn up there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Lynn up here, because both Lynn and Kent are at level 2, and I like Lynn a whole lot. I mean, everyone likes Lynn. She was kind of the first character we were introduced to in the first game that was localized outside of Japan. Plus, she's a great character, as we've already seen. I like her a whole lot. Thick thighs save lives. Haha. Forget I said that. My mistake. It'll never happen again. Didn't quite get the level up as Sane right there, but that's fine. I don't think Lynn will be able to take this guy out anyway. Lynn is really fast. She can double enemies more often than not, but she's not very strong, which is why I would prefer to get strength level ups, but, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't happen, Okay, so looks like... Okay, so I'm going to take this guy out with Sane to guarantee the level up. Go ahead and smack him right there. And what I think I'll do is, I'll go ahead and put Lynn on top of that forest right there, which should pretty much guarantee she won't get hit because she's so fast, but I guess we'll see. That's level 2, and man, only 1 point, but hey, at least it's in strength. If I'm only gonna get 1 point leveled up, I would prefer it to be strength. So before I do that, let's see how much damage this guy can actually do. He can do 8, and my HP is 9. I mean, it's still probably a good idea to heal up, so we'll go ahead and use this vulnerary. Because, Sane and Kent can die here, I believe, and it won't be a problem, but since Lynn is our main lord, she's our main character of this chapter, she bites the dust, that is game over. Start the stage from the beginning. Yeah, his hit percentage is only 17, so... I used the vulnerary to be safe rather than sorry, but that is a very small percent chance. Strength, strength, strength! Speed and res, crap. At least we're still getting those, speed level ups. Okay, so, you guys are at 2. Everyone's at 2, I believe, right? Yeah, well, Lynn's at 3 now. She just got that level up. So, what I want to do is start trying to break this guy down, because that's the only way Sane and Kent can actually get in there. And I don't think it's going to be worth it to lead Lynn through the mountains, because it's going to take like 3 whopping turns. So, let's go ahead and try to kill him as Kent, I believe. And we'll start breaking down this wall as Sane. Oh, and you can see right there the durability for our weapons. I can use the Iron Sword 39 more times and the Iron Lance 45 more times. So I like to keep those kind of even as well. We've been using the swords a lot, so let's go ahead and use the Lance for that one. And let's see, how much HP does he have? 6, yeah, so I can just take that one out with Kent, no problem. I'm going to do the same thing. Bring out the Lance again, maybe? Only a 70% chance to hit, don't want to risk that. All those focus blasts that I miss in Pokemon, I've learned my lesson about 70% accuracy. And that's level up to level 3, 4... Oh, God. That's terrible. Just HP. Yikes. That's pretty bad luck. Oof. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until Sane is able to break that thing down. I guess I could send Lynn down there in the meantime, but again, I feel like that would be a waste, ultimately. Because, yeah, we're about to break this guy down anyway. There we go. Which leaves an opening. Okay, so I guess we will go ahead and attack this guy Well, I would like to do it as Sane. Can he attack me? Yeah, he can, and I have Sane equipped with the lance, so that would be bad news. I think what I'll go ahead and do is kind of plug this little hole up with Lynn, and then I will take him out as Sane on the next turn, because Lynn probably won't kill this guy. She'll do some good damage, probably. 12, in fact. Beyond half, and that should be easy pickings for Sane. So we can try to get him on level 3. And I guess I'll go ahead and send Kent down here to try to soften this guy up with the iron sword. Yeah, and you always want to make sure that you have the correct weapon equipped whenever you stay in one place and end the turn with a character, because that's the weapon they'll be using on the enemy phase as well. So let's go ahead and get Sane over here. Go ahead and pull out our handy-dandy sword yet again, and this should be it. Boom! Okay, so I think Kent will be able to take that guy down. We're all at level 3 besides Sane right now, I believe. Yeah. So I'll just get Lynn in position to see how much damage she can do to this guy. 8. Okay, yeah. Kind of a small percent chance of hitting. I'm gonna go ahead and wait until I can attack with both her and Sane, though, so... Again, always better safe than sorry with the permadeath in Fire Emblem. Even if you don't know anything about Fire Emblem, I'd be willing to bet that you know about the permadeath. Once we lose a character, if it's not a main lord that will end the game, that character's gone for the rest of the game, so you gotta be careful. Okay, let's go ahead and take this guy out. Can't quite take him out as Kent, but... We will be close indeed. So I want to wait to take on the boss until this guy's been taken out, just because I want to make sure I take all the enemies out. Because again, in the earlier Fire Emblem games like this, experience is finite. You gotta take advantage of all of it. But let's see what we can do here. So we've already established that I can deal 8 damage with Lynn out of an 18 that I have to deal. So if I use an Iron Lance here, it does 12, so that's actually perfect. I can attack him twice with Lynn, and then go in for the kill with Sane. So I'll go ahead and end the turn, so we can kill that last little peon down there as Kent. And then we'll move on to the boss. All of this is assuming that Lynn doesn't even get a critical hit, which she could. I mean, that kind of screws up my plans. It's happened more often than not. Well, not more often than not, but it's happened more often than you might think. Let's go in. And we'll attack with Lynn first. 78% chance, that is fairly low. Who do you think you are? What chance do you think you have against me? That is a big sword, alright, jeez. Boom! And I got smacked in the frickin' face! I should stop saying that. I think I've said that too many times already. But here we go. We should be able to bring Sane in for the kill with the lance. Or a 75% chance of the kill. Ha! I think I'm going to go ahead and attack him from this side so I can bring in Kent to take this guy out if I have to. Because 75, again, it's not as reliable as you might think. But this time it worked. Good stuff. And there we go, level 3 for Sane, so we are all nice and even among our characters. I love it! And that's a level up right there. Good stuff. Strength and speed. Can't ask for much more than that. That's some good stuff. And we got that guy's item from defeating him, so we get another free vulnerary. Of course, now we have to seize it, of course. So it was good that we took him out in one turn so he wasn't actually able to use that vulnerary, but usually your lord has to capture the ending the ending objective. So that's gonna be Lynn, so let's do it and seize. Your clothing. Are you of the Lorca tribe? I'm Lynn, the chieftain's daughter. Are you hurt, sir? Thanks to you, I am unscathed. You have my gratitude. And the sword? Is it safe? Yes, I have sealed the sword safely away. Until I remove my spell, the sword cannot be drawn. Now, as a token of my gratitude, I shall allow you to lay hands upon the Mani Katti. Touch the blade's pattern, and pray for a safe journey. Oh, thank you so much. What? Did... The sword. It's glowing. It's the power of the spirits. Lynn, they have looked into your soul, and they call out to you. What does that mean? You are its rightful owner. You are to wield the Mani Katti. No, I can't. I couldn't. It is the sword's wish. If you require proof, draw it from its sheath. It came out effortlessly. I never dared to hope that I might meet the wielder of the Katti in my life. I am indeed fortunate to see your sword reach your hands. My sword? It is time for you to go, Lin. You face a great many ordeals. Grip this sword and meet your destiny head on. Yes. Yes, sir. And we got the Katti, which is far stronger than the little iron sword we've been using. A fine addition to my collection. So this is the Katti, a blade with no equal. This is also unbelievable. Perhaps the most famous sword in all of Sakai, in my hand. It's not so strange. In fact, many legends tell similar tales. Special blades all over the land call out to their proper owners. And yet, when I saw you draw that blade, Lindis, I felt something extraordinary. That sword was waiting for you. You were meant to draw it. Stop it, I'm nothing special. Think of it this way. Some weapons feel more comfortable in your hand, right? Well, the Katti itself feels very comfortable with you. Does this make it any easier for you to accept? It doesn't appear that either of us can use it. It does feel right in my hand. A blade that only I can wield. That seems reasonable enough. I can understand that. Look at it, Mark. This is the Katti. This is my sword. I must care for it well. What? Madeline's daughter is still alive? Yes, Lord Lundgren. The girl is traveling with Kent insane. What are your orders, if we let them be? Bah! I've heard that northern burn is full of bandits. She's just a girl, she'll not survive her journey here. I'm more concerned with my older brother. His life may be ended quickly. His life must be ended quickly, rather. The poison. There must be no blunders. Yes, my lord. He suspects nothing and continues to drink it. The Marquess's death, due no doubt to sudden illness, is not far off. Soon. Soon Kalen will be mine.